Hello everyone, welcome to another UConn PAES project update. My name is Luget. Today is August 4th and we are on the Hartford Downtown Project. The last time we were out here was early May. And we're going to be taking you through the progress since the last time we were here. So this is our 5th video in our series. We're going to start with the same vantage point we've used in our previous videos. We're on the parking garage. So the last time we were out here, they were just finishing up on the foundations. Recently, all the structural steel has been completed. The complex is broken up into 5 different parts. And it's pretty easy when you take a look at the different roof lines, how they are separated. So we're on the corner, the southeast corner here. This is what they call the South Bar, with retail space and classrooms over the top. This is the East Tower, and it's not hard to see with the different elevations of flooring over the top why they call it the tower. East side of the building, the East Tower. We retail on the slab on grade down below, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 floors, mostly class. So we're moving along the South Bar from the east to the west side in our documentary today, and there's our classic topping off beam that you see on the top. You know, the classic flag. We went into the details on that in the recent NSB video, the Whiting Turner and the UConn white with the signatures on top. Topping off beam for the Hartford project. Vantage view from up on top of the parking garage, and now we're going to stand on the southeast corner here and the future perspective. This will all be sidewalks once the construction is complete. You know, again, that's the East Tower, the South Bar, and this will be a corner retail space right through here. This area here we looked at previously, and on a few videos back we had the shoring in here for the utilities. We'll actually continue down through here as we look inside. The electrical service is in this area over here. And this is actually going to be the loading dock for the building. You'll see the little concrete comes up to protect the steel columns, the raised concrete over in this area here. There'll be some dock features, and all of the services, you know, will be able to come in here and to be able to drop off their materials. Can't miss the electrical room with all the service conduits coming up through here.
That's correct.
So on the southwest corner, looking at the Hartford Times, we've had this vantage point before. If you go back a couple of videos, you'll see the underpinning that we documented underneath the foundation. That work's complete and backfilled. And you can begin to see the plaza area take shape. The void between the steel columns will be the outdoor plaza. So as I mentioned, on the different parts of the building, the South Bar, East Tower, that's the north section, would be the 3rd section. The Times building would be the 4th, and then the plaza area would be the 5th. Documenting the front entrance to the Times building, and how amazing. If we go back in the videos, you'll see we had the excavation, we had the footing, we talked about having storage space underneath the plaza deck, and now we're seeing the stairways taking shape. So they pour the outside cheek walls, what we call. They'll backfill that, and then they'll cast the substrate in concrete, and then the finishes over the top. So pretty amazing to follow through the process in the Times main entrance that was all reconstructed. Concentrate on each corner. We are now on the northwest corner, and you know, we'll follow through in this section over here. The Hartford Times that we talked about, of the 5 different sections of the building. This would be what we were mentioning beforehand, is the north building, and you can just see the height of what they call the East Tower on the corner over here. So again, all the steel has been installed. The fireproofing on the beam is installed. They need to do that first right away once the steel is up, so they can attach some of the clips that go onto here. We have a great opportunity, so not long after the steel is installed, the slab on decks are placed, we can see some of the first precast, and that will be going over some of the storefronts in this northeast corner over here. So we were here before. This is the main entrance. We took a shot here when they were prepping for the crane coming through. Eventually this will all be a storefront through here. So as you enter into the building, we come into this atrium area here. They're just getting ready. This is going to be a slab on grade. In this area here, we actually saw some shoring previously that held the foundation up before the steel was installed. So because this is slab on grade to hold the foundation in place while they were putting the dirt in this area. So this is a great space here. This is what they call the gathering space. And you can see that it's clear span. This is inside the building. High bay. So 1, 2, 3 full floors up. Great space. So we'll continue to walk what will eventually be the plaza. And we talked about this previously when we were going over the details on the building. Grand atrium interior space, and this will be the exterior plaza section, which is raised up into the air. Absolutely. So there's space underneath it, and this space will get finished, will get roofed, and will be an outdoor plaza with full glass looking back into the atrium area. So unique opportunity to be able to see, you'll be able to look back at the columns. Follow up with our lower level view of the atrium and the plaza. We're now on the 3rd floor. We're walking towards the Times building across the bridge, and we're going to take a minute to be able to look down. So this will be an exposed view from this floor down on this central gathering space. What an amazing design. Once completed, this is going to be just a grand space through here. Now also from the same bridge here, we'll be able to look outside to the plaza area. So this area will be exposed. There'll be benches. There'll be a walkway up through here on the other side of the Times building. You can see the columns in through here. The 3rd floor of the East Bar and the classic construction we've been talking about on some of our other buildings. The brace frames, the stairwells, the risers, and actually you can see they're just getting started to install the pipes. This is going to be a riser chase here inside of the elevator. More brace frames that give the rigidity to the building. And finally, we can take a look at some depressed slabs for the bathrooms over in this location. And that's so they can do a mud job to bring the floor level and to be able to pitch it to the drains. More brace frames towards the other set of stairs and elevator. On the north wing here, looking down to the atrium, there's the bridge we were just standing on, and this will be full glass. You'll be able to actually see out to the courtyard, which we just talked about a few seconds ago. So pretty amazing space. So the East Bar is most of the classrooms. There are some in the south area down in here, but on the multiple floors, with a total of 5 floors, you can just barely see the 5th floor, 4th floor, 3rd floor, 2nd floor, and the 1st floor, which is the plaza level here. Just with a short tidbit here, the new construction is so much easier than the existing construction. The old Times building was built so long ago, the details are so different. But they're beginning to make the tie-ins, which is really important. You can see they actually added new steel between column and column to be able to tie in, and that gives it some immediate strength to the building. You can see how different elevations of steel were installed, a different layer of columns just to be able to make the connections back to the slab heights. Standing in the southeast corner on the 5th floor of the East Tower. So this is the highest room of classrooms, and I want to give you a real quick, see if I can hustle around and show you the vantage point that the students are going to have from the classrooms through the windows on this 5th floor. So that's a quick peek to the parking garage where I was taking some shots earlier. the Marriott, the Travelers. What an amazing view from these classrooms up through here. Northeast corner and the Front Street crossing, we get a chance to take a look down. All the restaurants, storefronts down in this area. Pretty amazing variety of food location through here. And then of course the vista through downtown Hartford from this corner. We're going to continue around on the north side of the building. So the northwest corner of the building, and we're looking down at the Hartford Times. This is the center of the atrium area over to here. That's the interior atrium, and then we're going to get a chance to look down on the plaza. So we've actually had, this will be our fourth view of the plaza area. So we had a ground level view of it. We had a view from the interior atrium. We had a view down from the 3rd floor, and now from the 4th floor. This will be an amazing space. So the entrance to the plaza area will be from the west side, right through this area, right down in through here. And that's the plaza elevation where the concrete is. Eventually it will be carried out through that location through there. So lastly, we're on the northeast corner here, looking back down the north way at the Times. This is the East Tower, as we mentioned again. This will be retail space right on the corner here. 1st floor, 2nd floor, 3rd floor, 4th floor, and the 5th floor on top of that. And that's where we were just with our vista shots from the top of the 5th floor. So we thank you for your interest in our UConn project update. Have a great day. Remember to subscribe to our UConn PAES channel. Once subscribed, on the left-hand side, manage subscriptions. To the right, the gearbox symbol. A check next to send me all notifications for this channel with the save. Now anytime we add a project, update a project, you will receive an automatic email notification. We thank you for your interest in our UConn projects. Have a great day.